What is happening, everybody? Welcome to J Powell Music. Be sure to like and subscribe here on the channel. Hit that notification bell that you heard here at the beginning of the show, so you know when these episodes drop. Usually I drop these on Tuesday and Saturday, and if I'm late, I'll drop it the day after. Just as a quick heads up, couple things have been going on, a few things have been happening. As I've mentioned in previous episodes, I do other podcasts as well. The Gamers for Life podcast, the Music Buzz podcast, the 440 Guitar podcast. Check those out. A few of those are on hiatus just because one, either news has been really slow or work life situations. So, but there's plenty of content for you to check it out. If you are new to those podcasts, please check those out. There's videos and audio episodes as well. Something else that's been new that I'm still kind of formulating the production, if you will. I've been working with and speaking to really talented producers and artists, and every now and again we have Instagram lives, and we started calling them rap chats. So I'm going to put the link in the description of the rap chats channel, YouTube channel, here in the description of this episode. But they're pretty fun. We've had a lot of Instagram conversations talking about just various debates, various topics, different artists being mid and things like that. And they're all from the perspective of the Instagram live, because that's where these conversations have happened. So the main goal was to do that and to have people basically like and follow those artists that are on the Instagram, so they can actually pop into an Instagram live for our next Rap Chats debate or conversation, if you will. So check that out. It's a brand new channel. There's like 3 videos up. I'm going to put more videos up very soon. And they're really just excerpt of conversations that we've had on the live. Main goal is to get people to follow these artists because they're talented folks, such as myself, and to join in on those live conversations. So hey, in the Instagram live, people to join to watch those fun stuff. So be sure to do that if you'd like to do so. So be sure to check that out. And today I want to talk about this Beyonce KELIS'S situation. So obviously I'm speaking here today where the album is out, the Renaissance Beyonce album. I haven't had the chance to listen to it personally, but definitely going to be checking that out sooner than later on the show. But I want to talk about the main stink that KELIS has been talking about when it comes to a song that Beyonce sampled, and she was mad that she wasn't contacted privately or personally, behind the scenes, to be asking for the record to be cleared, things like that. There's a few things floating around. A lot of people have different opinions on this. I wanted to, and I've been discussing with some of the folks that I do the Rap Chats, Instagram stuff with, live Instagram stuff. And I want to give my thoughts on this, and a lot of this is based on other information that's factored in. Even speaking to one of the guys, he knows someone who's an entertainment lawyer. He kind of broke down some additional stuff as well. So I wanted to share that with y'all. And interesting stuff. So like I said, KELIS was upset about the song Energy. A sample was used from one of KELIS'S songs. And she was upset that she wasn't contacted and whatnot. Feels like she's owed. So here's the real deal, guys. Here's the real deal about this. There's a couple of Instagram videos of her talking about this situation. Okay. And it seems like the underlining theme around all of this is that she is in a bad deal and she's upset about it. And I feel like Beyonce's kind of the forefront person to complain about. Reason why I say complain about is because when it comes to the song, she doesn't really own any rights to the song, KELIS. She is in a crazy deal, an unfortunate deal, a shitty deal, if you will, where she has writer's credit. She got paid for that writer's credit, or will continue to be paid for that writer's credit, but beyond that, she doesn't own it. So when I originally saw those videos, my mindset was that it sounds like she just has bad lawyers and is in a bad deal, because Beyonce doesn't owe anyone to call directly to ask. And maybe there could be a courtesy thing, but she's not obligated to do so. And it seems like that either one, KELIS is not familiar with what's going on with her deal contractually, or She's just in a bad deal. She's blaming it on somebody. So this was a post that an Entertainment Lore posted that I wanted to read this because I thought it was interesting. So it says here in quote, to be fair, KELIS is not the credited writer nor the copyright holder of the song that was sampled. So technically the sample doesn't even have to be cleared through her, but it is a professional courtesy. Now, if KELIS thought she was supposed to be credited rights on the song, that's another issue. One she will have to take up with Universal Music Group and the Neptunes. So apparently Pharrell owns everything. Owns everything that she does. And what a terrible deal. You know what I mean? And it sucks because I feel like when you're an artist, especially at a young age, you know, they say, you know, sometimes you got to get a bad deal to get a good one, you know? And I think it just depends on how bad that deal is. Obviously I'm not an entertainment lawyer, so I won't be able to break down certain specifics. I just know in general that I've heard that she doesn't really own rights to that sample. So Beyonce doesn't have to ask her for anything. You know what I mean? And she's Beyonce. So it's like, there's probably 15 different people that go through those people before even speaking to Beyonce. Yes, there's a professional courtesy in a sense, but from a legal perspective, there's really nothing owed there. But I think it is interesting too, as far as KELIS, we're bringing this up in the chat, saying how, you know, some people, they think they're collaborating with somebody, when in hindsight, you know, when the contracts start flying, you're signing stuff, maybe not looking at everything, you know, you're not really seeing the details of this and seeing what's really happening. What do you really owe? What does your publishing look like? What does, you know, this look like? So it sucks definitely that she's, you know, and the real reason why she's mad is because she's not going to be getting paid for this. It's not because she's mad, like, oh, she sampled my song, grr, you know what I mean? People sample stuff all the time. A lot of times it's like, okay, well, you got to pay me now. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to this, she's not getting a dime for this, from my understanding. And obviously this album has been, it's been 6 years, I want to say, since the last Beyonce album. So this is going to go up in streams. This song is going to go up in streams. More importantly, connecting it to this conversation that we're having. So that sucks. That sucks for KELIS, to be frankly honest, you know. And obviously I thought something was wrong, because my notion has always been, okay, if you're complaining on Instagram, and you have a right to complain, everyone has a right to complain, but for someone who would know that they're legally obligated for X, Y, and Z, I wouldn't be complaining about it on Instagram. I would just say, okay. And then I would go through my parameters, talk to my lawyers, etc., and do what you need to do to get your money, right? Get your bread. So yeah, it just kind of sucks. So I mean, for those artists out there in these deals that are quote unquote collaborations, really be careful. Really be careful, and be sure you have a lawyer to look at some of these contracts to identify what you're really signing, what you're really doing. Obviously for KELIS, I feel like it's one of those traditional artist rip-off things where a lot of these producers, they take advantage of artists, talented artists, make a whole lot of money, and the artist gets very little. We've heard this time and time again. There's a million stories like this. But it sucks that there's still a million stories like this in 2022. There's still a lot of information that people don't know. There's new language that's being made and put into contracts that people don't know. You know, finally people are trying to understand what in perpetuity means, which means forever. So there's like a lot of weird, crazy contracts out there. So just be careful if you're an artist and you're about to get signed, or if you're in conversation with an actual label. Really do your due diligence to find out what is actually in those deals before you sign them. That's just really what it boils down to. Sucks, man, but happy Friday, and I'll probably still will be listening to the album, to Beyonce's album, because yeah, I mean, I'm not a bee, you know, I'm not one of the bees, but I'll give it a listen. So anyway, that's my episode here for J Powell Music. Again, I'm your host, Jarrell. Be sure to like, subscribe here on the channel, get that notification bell so you know when the next one's coming out. Have a great week, and yeah, bye-bye.